Hi guys, welcome back. As you can see in the title, another project pan, and let's start with the empties. I finally emptied, or not emptied, finished my powder foundation. This was the Kiko Milano Ivory Nothing Matte R. 7 grams. I think I did mix at some point in between a little bit of other powder, where I had a little bit of powder left over, but I actually quite like this one. It was easy to use. I used it mainly because when I cycle to work, actually I have my bag in the background for that. I cycle to work, and this is just so much easier to have a powder foundation with you because you don't have to worry about liquidy things exploding in your bag and stuff like this, and when the bicycle rattles or you go over bumps, stuff like this. And I really enjoyed it as a really quick thing for the office. Then I also had this one in the office, and it's nearly empty. It's down here now. It really started to smell now. It stinks. So I decided to just leave it now. So this is the Pat McGrath. This was the Divine Rose Lust gloss. I had it in my office. What I find though, I did not like it. I did use it because I had it on my desk. I think you can see here, we're roughly down here. I gave it a really good go, but I find every time I use this one, my lips were not good afterwards. Like I feel like it really dried out my lips, which is super annoying. But I still managed to go through it though, because I guess in the office you don't care too much. But yeah, I'm kind of happy that this is gone, and also because of that reason, I guess if I would really start that bottom bit, I could probably have another 2 weeks of use out of it, but I thought I'd give up. It's not good for my lips, and I want to go into the next year with nice things. Then another Pat McGrath, which I'm calling empty, even though it's not completely yet. It's a Nude Astral 616 Lip Fetish Astral Lip Balm. This one, when I got it first, I like the packaging, although that glitter here is just like a... It feels a bit stickery. I don't know what it is. It's plasticky. There's a little bit left, as you can see. This is what's left. I think I gave it a really good go. It's a very shiny lip balm. It can look a bit jarring on the lips. Very pink. It doesn't look as much in the swatch like this, but when you wear it on the lips, I find it quite jarring pink. But also what I really didn't like on it, the glitter particles in this one are very, are very gritty. So I could not wear this on its own. I did not like that. What I would usually do with it is I would use it and then mix it with one of my matte lipsticks, which are a little bit too matte for my liking, like this one, Dolce Vita from Kiko Milano. I will show you progress on this one. I worked on this one really well. This is all that's left. I tend not to put lip products in my project pan because I don't want to be tied down to a specific lip product, but I worked a lot on this one in the last few months, so this one is a good one to mix with like a lip balm. But even with the mix now, I'm just fed up with this one now, so I'm calling it quits and I'm decluttering it. Now, things with progress. My concealers. I used to, at the moment, the light and the medium from Aldi, Lacura, which the reason why I'm emptying these ones, they're very, very full coverage. So it's actually quite a good concealer, and it wears okayish. It doesn't actually wear bad, it actually wears quite well. But what I do not like on these ones is they have a very, very flawless scent. So I started to focus on one, then I focused on the other, and at the moment I'm kind of using both of them. So we are down here now with the actually down here with the light and down here with the medium. As you can see as well, actually on the outside of it, every time I use them, after swirl them and mix them up, I feel like when they're in sun, they do tend to get a bit darker. So I don't know what the reason for that is, if like oxidation when I open the bottle or something, but I thought that's quite interesting. So I'll work on them a little bit longer, but to be honest, I think, let's see how it goes. I think I'm willing to start with them the year and go like until end of January, end of February maybe, but if they're not gone by then, I will probably declutter them, but I will give it my best shot to get the most out of it until then. Then my spray. This is not the number 7 Perfect spray. This is the Aldi Lacura copy of the Urban Decay spray in there, because the sprayer on this bottle is just so much better. But we were up here, now we are down here. So I'm really trying my best, and I hope this one is actually finished by January. My perfume, I started the Le Interdit from Givenchy. I don't know how much was in there actually. It's quite a big size. It doesn't have a sprayer. It's like only this dropper, and we're nearly done. So there's a tiny little bit left, but we should be definitely done by January. I'm not a big perfume collector because I feel perfumes can turn quite quickly, so I have one other perfume, which is funnily enough is an Aldi one in my collection, what I'm using at the moment as well. It's this one, the Myrrh and Sweet Tonka Eau de Parfum from the hotel collection. And I think with this one, the bottle is quite dark, but I was down here. So I don't know if I will put a perfume in my Project Pan again next year, because it's actually the only one I've left at the moment. But yeah, we see. Then bronzer, I added this one last time in my Project Pan and it was full. Now we are down here. That's actually not bad use. That's from Eve Lom, a bronzer in the color number 1 Sunrise. That's discontinued. I really like the packaging on that one. It's quite a soft brush, surprisingly soft. And when you want to, like, it's really good for transport, which is why I use it as well, because when I cycle to work, it's easy. I just pull this up and then put the lid on it. And you can even fill that up if you want to. If you have like a loose powder, like I do that with the other. There we go. You can literally, and then you can even wash it out if you want to. But I have this type of packaging. I have 2 more. One is my setting powder, which I will show in a sec. And the other one is literally just a full one from the original one. This one is not the original one in here. This is my setting powder I use at the moment. This was Dawn number 1 from Eve Lom, but it's not in there anymore. There's actually a Lacura setting powder in there, and it's this one, which is the Laura Mercier copy. I didn't mark this one. I hardly use it again, so I'm really sorry. That's purely because I will show you the foundation in a sec. I've focused this month on, so I hardly use it, but it's still if I would use setting powder, this would be the one I will use, and I will continue focusing on that one as well. So foundation I used mainly this month. After I finished the powder one, I went on the Kiko Milano Beautiful Matte Mousse Cool Ivory, 30 grams. This one, despite being shade Cool Ivory, is quite dark. Oh, no, it's not Kiko Milano, so it's number 7. It's this one, and I really feel like this one is drying out, which is why I really want to use it. And as you can see, really good progress. You guess you could call that a pan, but I think this hole is only in the middle there because it was a bit dry and started to crack in the middle, and that's why that hole is there. But overall, I think we were last time up here. It will be a bit tricky for me to measure this one, so I will just keep on going with it and just show you the pot every month. But this is what I really like using at the moment. It's quite nice. I used the which was before my powder foundation brush. I washed it today, so it's a bit wet. It's the It Cosmetic brush number KER10W, Complexion Perfection Bouquet. I really like this one for powder foundation, and now I really like it for this mousse foundation to buff it in. So really happy with that, and I will continue using that one. I do feel it can be a bit dark now in wintertime, but it's okay. If I use good face products, like a bit of powder on top, like for example, not like powder on top, but like a bit of blush and a bit of lightening powder around the eyes, it actually goes quite well. Saying that one, this though, that's, I will declutter it now. Well, I will not chuck it. I will give it to my kids to play with. I used the bronzer up in that one. There's literally just a tiny room left. And this was what I used as a blush. And this one was like highlighter area. And I used it, I don't know if you can actually see it. Maybe from here. There are proper dips in the blush and in the highlighting area. And the pan is like, it's really thin now. But I tried as long as I could. As you can see, it has micro glitter, and I absolutely hate the micro glitter. Tried my best, but I think life is too short, and I did give it a really good go. But I will declutter this. Well, not declutter. Give it to my kids to play with, and just chuck it. Yeah, that's it. I will declutter it. Yeah, I will declutter it. Now my pens. I used the number 7 Stay Perfect eye pencil. This one, I need to sharpen it actually. This one is quite hard to sharpen. I really like the gel product in there, but it's quite hard to sharpen. Last time we were here, now we're done here. I feel like it goes a bit quicker at the moment because the gel product, the more you use it, the quicker it's actually drying out. So I will continue focusing on that one because I actually really quite like this one. I don't want it to like completely go bad. And this is the eyebrow pencil from HD Brows. So very continuous progress, and I will continue using that one. So there we go. For the eyebrows, I still use this one, the Set and Forget Brow Gel from Aldi Lacura, which I think is a copy of some Benefit product. I will continue using that. Now, for eyelashes, I introduced this one last time. This is the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme Mascara. I like it. The brush is a bit big, but I like using it. I also started using a little bit because this one, I couldn't find it for 2 days. So I opened this one and used it more. This is the Sweet Pro Lash Lift Mascara. I actually quite like it. The brush is a bit kind of to get used to because it has tiny little spikes on one side and then it's flat on the other side. So I stabbed myself a few times with that one, but because I opened it, I will just continue these ones at the same time now. But they're still going strong. So there we go. Then this one is the Estee Lauder Foundation Double Wear. Didn't use it at all. Leave it in my project pan though. Just for me as a reminder, any day I won't use this, that I would use this, but I'm really good with this one at the moment, using it every single day. Then last time I introduced 2 primers. The Clarins SOS primer, I didn't use it, I think once I used it, maybe twice. I marked it down now here, so we are now here. I think maybe before it was like here. And then the reason why I didn't use this one so much, because this one actually turned out to be quite a lot of product. I thought I would finish this one in like 2 weeks, but then I realized 15 ml is actually a lot. If you consider 30 ml size would be like a cream pot for a whole month. So I did use it every single day religiously, apart from the 2 days I used this one. And we are down here now. I'm not 100% convinced by that one. I like the fact that it's quite thin, so it's a good primer if you don't like too thick products. But the reason I'm not 100% convinced by it, I feel like if I use it too close to my eyes start to water. So I'm trying to avoid the eye area with this one. But I still use it as a primer, but I don't think it's a product I would buy again. And I'm really down now with it, so I'm actually hoping to finish that one up soon. Then, because it's the end of the year now, isn't it? Oh, one thing also is in the bin now. I throw away my sponge. So this was the sponge I used for a long time for my foundation. Then, because it's nearly the end of the year, I want to show you, this is the eyeshadow I focused. Well, it's not really an eyeshadow. It's Chameleon Highlighter Mother of Pearl from Topshop. I focused the last few months, and as you can see, so this grid you can see is actually the pan underneath because it's like a baked product, and I really like this one. It's like a not really a dupe, but a bit like Stylishly Mary. I really like this one. And as a base, I tend to use cream shadows, and this one was the one I focused the last few months on. So this is the Color Lasting Creamy Eyeshadow number 7. This is from Kiko Milano. I find by itself, it's quite silvery, very silvery. It can be a bit stark, which is why I then tend to top it with the Mother of Pearl from Topshop. There we go. And when I'm at home, like my working from home days or at weekends, I tend to use my little eyeshadow palettes. And what I used in the last few months, I thought I will show it. I used this one quite a bit. This is the Smashbox The Hood Witch collection one. I really like this one actually. And you can see there's in the pink is quite a dip. I use this, and then this in the outer corner. I use this, and I use this, and then blend out with this a little bit. Use this a little bit in the outer corner, and also the 2 top shades. I used this for quite a bit, and I also went really strong on this one from Kiko Milano, their Wonder Woman collection. Oops! Oh my goodness! Okay, I was just thinking this morning. This one is getting a bit old. There we go. I actually hit pan on that one, and this shade is a little bit like a Super Shock shadow shade. It doesn't do it justice, actually. That looks really nice on the eye. These 2 here, they just constantly have hard pans, but this one, when I stab my brush in, as you can see in the corner there, it's quite good to blend out. It looks horrendous, but actually that palette makes quite a nice look on the eyes. The only shade I really do not like is this one. This one is such a useless shade. I think it's like a topper shade, which is like a gold, but it doesn't look like anything on the eyes. But this one in the outer corner, then this one all over the lid, and this one to blend it out is a very good combo for me. So I will continue using that one, but I feel also like this one is on the way out at some point because it's getting really old and I'm using it daily. So yeah, I just show you that before the end of the year. I do use my other products as well, not only what's in my project pan, but I try to focus with base products on project pan, of course. But that's it for me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!